What is up, guys? We're back with episode 4, and today we are having a look at our recent unlocks from episode 3 and the missions we completed. We've got a few side missions to unlock and complete. We'll also have a look at the crafting table. So we're going to head over to the settlement at the theatre, which we can teleport to, as you know. And we'll get a little bit of a cutscene here because we've unlocked things. So straight away you can see we've unlocked new things, but also you can see that it's building. Here's the projects menu where we can donate resources to get blueprints, XP, and also other things. It's really important you do your projects, especially in later game, because you start getting things like exotic caches and other useful things, as well as large XP drops. So we're going to go upstairs, check out the new things we've unlocked and speak to some of these people. So Justin's given me a side mission of a tech office where we're going to rescue a man called Vikram. Not to be confused with Vicstar from the Sidemen. I'm just looking here for where it is, and there it is, just at the top where the winter event is currently happening. Although it's about to end, but that's where the bounty is for the winter event. So here is your progress of the settlement of you upgrading it, and it shows you what things you can unlock, what missions you can unlock, and how helpful it is to the overall survival of the public you're trying to save. Here we're going to recruit or get a mission from Cameron Reed. We have to do these missions because from a public safety point of view it helps out build trust between the division and the public. So there's a small community that were held up at the MLK library that we need to save, and it looks like the hyenas are the agitators for that one.
There's gardens on the rooftops of an apartment complex. The theater could use them to produce food. Clear out the hyenas, make that area safe again.
There we are. So now we also need to clear out the gardens in order to save our ability to make food, because at the minute we're struggling to make food. This is the public area. Normally there's not many people hanging out here, but they did decorate it for Christmas, and I know it's a bit late, but this is nice. You know, nice little touch. It's a shame because a lot of these areas don't get used very much because there is no need to hang out here. You know, you just go to the White House. Here we are recruiting the new crafting head of crafting lady.
I'm going to be helping out at the base of operations with equipment fabrication. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I don't know what's going on with her lips there, but equipment fabrication, fancy way of just saying I'm going to help you craft things. So it does mean you can make your own armor and weapons now. Like it's not great to start with, but in the later game it's quite useful. So we're going to teleport over to the White House and have a look at the crafting table. Now, to start with, the crafting table's inside the White House, but later on you unlock one that's outside in the public space. Nice and simple. There's the crafting table.
It seems I have the equipment I need.
I don't know where the woman is that's meant to be telling me that she's here. There is a woman here somewhere. I think she's invisible. But I can make things, and then you can see how much it costs. I've got enough to make it, but there's real no benefit to it. And, of course, you also do... Oh, there's a notepad floating in the air behind me. So, yeah, you can make things there and upgrade the crafting bench to start being able to make better things. So, we're going to start with the Odea Tech Office. To start with, we just need to clear out the hyenas. So Vikram Malik was held captive by the hyenas, and they were trying to make him fix a holographic sight. And he's trying to explain to him he's a hardware engineer. He can fix computers or tablets, but he's got no idea what a car engine or a toaster does. And this is part of the chat when you hover over the mission in the world map. We did come here initially for battery packs. We wanted to see if there were any battery packs at the Odea Tech Office, because we need power at the theatre settlement. And at the minute all we're finding is lots of bad guys. Now I am playing quite aggressively, but as you can see they're not doing enough damage for me to have to worry about it. And my drone is also being supportive there, adding to damage and taking aggro. So we're moving through the offices now, and we're going to meet up hopefully soon with Vikram Malik. He is in that little closed room there, you can see him. All we've got to do is clear out this little area, which doesn't take too much effort. It's similar to the previous area. Now you might be wondering how I know where people are. Obviously the map is helpful, the directional map, but a lot of the spawns, they come out of specific looking doors at the side of the map. So I'm just going to use this computer over here to unlock, not the computer, sorry, I'm going in the filing cabinet to get the code to get into the area. Now, getting that code is, yeah, it's spawned these guys. So let's attack these guys. Thankfully my drone's back though. Not sure what he's doing out there. Oh, I am using an SMG here, and that was a long-range kill, but they're not effective for long-range kills, really. But I'm limited on what I can use. I've only got the sniper and the SMG at the minute. And while a sniper's fun for that big hit straight away, from a DPS point of view, it's really slow. So those rushers, they have a helmet on, so I did hit him in the head, but all it did is destroy his helmet. You can see how effective the sniper is at this level. I know we're at a very early game at the minute, but you can see how the sniper, if you manage to get a drop of one, it's really effective for that rank, because it will one-shot most red enemies and one-shot the purple ones with a headshot. Yeah, I didn't mean to hit that disorientation pack. Unfortunately, the disorientation pack is very annoying, because not only does it make your mouse movements very impossible to predict, but if I press W to walk forward, for example, it doesn't walk forward, it walks somewhere else. So I'm trying to blow up his grenade pack there, and I must have missed by an inch. I've got the headshot off him there, and that made him drop his grenade, which has now electrocuted him, so life's good. And there's his pack blown up. So we're going to release Vikram now.
Thank you. The hyenas have been keeping me here to repair their gear.
He's been using a hyena's key. As you can see, the loot isn't anything special.
You're out of luck.
So he's telling me that I'm out of luck because he knows that I'm here for batteries, and there aren't any. But what's good is doing this mission unlocks a new mission. So later down the line, we're able to unlock a mission that allows us to go and search for the batteries somewhere else.
Rescued a civilian, and that's a victory. And who knows, maybe Malik will be able to help us out somewhere down the line.
So the next mission is the rooftop gardens. Now this is obviously the place where we're going for that growing food situation. So again, hyenas are here. It's all similar enemies to the last one. This time we're set in an apartment complex, so this is where usually you'd expect civilians to be hunkered down.
I'm seeing hostile.
Just the two aggravators there, so we'll speed back up again. Have a look around all the rooms and get all the loot we can. There was one attacker there that I just set the drone to deal with. And now we've got a multi-area of people to secure. So we'll get rid of them, exterminate them, remove them from existence, whatever you want to call it, really. This play style obviously is quite different because now I've got a rifle on my loadout instead of a sniper, and you can see how effective it is because of the high stability and accuracy it's got. But this game isn't just this. You can have a shield build with a pistol, a shield build where you use an AR. You can use skill builds which have quite a few different methods of killing because there's lots of different skills. So, you know, I like the run and gun and shoot. I like to be quite aggressive with it, without dying, obviously. And I quite find it enjoyable. But a lot of this game, actually, as well, is the story behind it. So do take the time to listen to the missions, listen to the speech from the AI, because it really does build a picture of the environment that you're in. So this mission gives a blueprint of improvised gloves. Again, that takes us back to our crafting bench. It also upgrades the water filtration at the theatre settlement, even though he mentioned food in the menu. And it also gives us 7,695 XP. And directly links to the MLK library community, which is why we'll be doing that one later on as well.
I still got some movement in the eastern apartment building.
So we just completed the western part apartment, now we're in the eastern part, and once we've got rid of the eastern part we'll be able to complete that. We've just killed off the one sniper that spawns, and then we've just got to take a nice bit of a trip over there and finish off these. This is the boss area. This does end the mission and allows for the civilians of the theatre settlement to come over and take over ownership of this area. The reason I kept popping in and out of cover there was to try and make that sniper peek. I wanted him dead so I could focus on the other guys. And that is the mission complete, and I've unlocked the blueprint and the upgrade. So now we're moving into the Odeya retail store, if I remember rightly. And we're going to be getting our battery packs. So Vikram Malik will be helping us with this one. We're attacking the hyenas. Now with this mission it's a bit different. You don't get a fixed XP amount. You get the battery storage upgrade for your theatre settlement. You get, which is just part of your story mode unlock. You get your blueprint for your hand stop, which is an attachment for your weapon. And you get an EXP equivalent to 33% of the next level. Which at the minute wouldn't put me up to level 7 because, as you can see, I'm not even halfway yet. So what, 33% of 19k. Yeah. What is that now? Let's have a look. Probably like 6,000 to 7,000 XP. But the higher level you are when you complete this mission, the more XP you'll get. Basically, it's not a fixed XP amount. So those yellow shots, as you know from previous episodes, that's me trying to break his ammo chain so I can not get shot to pieces on the way over to him. And loot this little loot box, which kindly has some armor in it for me. Now these tanks are too slow to dodge the grenades. Normally you'll catch them in a situation where they take grenade damage. It does help damage their armor, so it is worth doing it. So I've killed him now, and if you look, each section of their body has specific armor attached to it. Now every time you break an armor piece, it resets their ability to shoot. So if their ammo chain is broken and you break an armor piece, they can immediately shoot you. So just be mindful of that.
No sign of Malik from up here. He must have slipped out by another route.
So that's the mission complete. We have got the battery upgrade, but Malik was able to sneak away. And here is the upgrade we've got. Power wise, I think we're okay up there now. Obviously the game isn't as in depth or tedious as the battery lifespan. Let's not go too deep into this, boys. Just enjoy the game. And we've actually unlocked our little water system, so we can have some water now. It doesn't look like there's a lot of water in there, but for the purposes of the game, we'll just pretend. So I managed to find a collectible in the open world. Now that was a phone.
We started taking fire as soon as we approached the intersection. But it's only a few defenders. That doesn't sound right. They're falling back.
And the phones are in your progression and collectibles area in comms. And there's a lot of comms in this game. Now you can see I've already unlocked quite a few of them because I've played before already on hardcore, so it's maintained a lot of unlocks. And you can go through all of these in order, so you can sort of build a picture of the story.
Members of the community that's been residing here.
So now we're going to go over to the MLK library and save the community. There is absolutely no other need to be here. We are literally just exploring to see why this community has gone quiet. Similar to the last one, we're going to get a theatre upgrade. We're going to get a gaming corner for the kids. At the theatre, we're going to get a blueprint for knee pads. And we're going to get 33% of the XP to the next level, which would level us if we don't level up throughout the mission. So our first thought is there could be some people in here, and there are, but they're not really people anymore because they're just bodies. So, yeah. I'm just going to check and make sure they're dead, though, and shoot them in the head. So that's confirmed. So we've cleared out the main library area. We're going to go upstairs now. Onto the roof. We need to clear out all these hyenas so we can actually find the people that are still alive here, because there are some people alive. I wouldn't say there were many though. We've got an elite spawn there, similar to the last one. It's a tank with his ammo chain, so saying his armor packs. Just gonna set these guys on fire. I picked up flame bullets downstairs, and this was the perfect time to use them. Now, if you notice, the tank is still able to walk and shoot with while on fire, and that is a special ability they have. So I'm gonna keep focusing that ammo chain just so I don't take any damage unnecessarily, and that's worked quite well. Another thing is, when they start to melee you, they melee. It takes them ages, so you can dodge out the way and keep shooting them. So just save those people. There weren't many of them. I mean, every life matters, I guess, is what I'll say there. And this is the boss area now. So these guys are coming to sort of back up. I like the fact they're coming in after we've already cleared this area, because it shows that there's a depth to their faction. It shows that they want to try and survive and keep this area as their own. I'm a bit too aggressive here. I do take a lot more damage than I probably want to as a hardcore, especially when the boss jumps down. That causes a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to use this cover so I'm a bit less exposed. But you can see a symbol pops on his head, and it means special bullets. If he shoots me, a special effect will happen to my character, which is not great. So we're just going to avoid it if we can. Obviously, it wasn't too difficult to avoid because he died relatively quickly and I had cover in front of me. It would have been interesting to have seen what special effects could have happened. I could have been set on fire, I could have been electrocuted, could have started bleeding. There's loads of different things that can happen. Hazard protection can stop that happening. But that's the end of episode 4. We've got a new mouse to feed. Let's see what happens in episode 5.